Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing good. Am I audible? Please let me know in the comment section below. Am I audible, guys? Please let me know in the comment section below so that we can proceed. Hello. Please let me know if I'm audible so that we can proceed ahead. Hello, guys. Please let me know if I'm audible in the comment section below. Okay, I'm going to wait for a few minutes, like couple of 1 minute to let people join so that we can proceed. Okay. Let's wait for people to join in. We can start then. Okay. I'm going to continue now. Okay. As people join in, they can come and like listen to it. Okay, so hi, I'm Dharini Thakkar. I'm a sports nutritionist and I have been working as a nutrition consultant with Fitzo, which is an online fitness, health transformation app, which is based, like it's a startup which focuses on physical as well as mental health. And I'm very glad to be conducting this session today so that you guys can learn something about how to increase your metabolism as well as gain some knowledge on like what foods or what activities increase your metabolism. Okay, so before we start though, a little bit intro about myself. So I'm a sports nutritionist working since last 4 years, and since a year I have a private practice as well as I'm associated with Fitzo as a nutrition consultant. And previously I used to work in Bangalore, where I used to consult cricketers, national level hockey, national men's and women's hockey team, as well as competitive swimmers and badminton players. And initially, I have also experienced working with collegiate athletes in the USA, where I did my master's from. Okay, so let's begin the topic. Like, start with the topic. Okay, but before we start, like how to increase your metabolism, let's understand what is metabolism. Okay, how if what factors affect our metabolism. All right, so let's start with like what how metabolism is defined. I know you all must have heard about the word metabolism, and maybe you must have heard about like the number of calories burned, how our body is naturally designed to burn certain amount of calories by itself. Okay, so metabolism is a process by which what we eat and drink is converted into energy by the body, and that process is called metabolism. It is also called metabolic rate, as well as maybe the number of calories. People know it by number of calories that we burn. Alright, and these chemical reactions occurring in the body are basically to keep us alive and functioning well. Alright, so higher our metabolism rate, higher would be our ability to burn calories. Alright, so metabolism is affected by two main factors: intrinsic factor as well as extrinsic factor. So what is intrinsic factor? These are internal factors that we cannot change. So this could be like your genes, your age, your gender. Okay, also your gut microbiome. Gut microbiome is also something that affects our metabolism. All right, and then extrinsic factors would be like external factors that affect our metabolism. This could be your age. So the more like higher the age, the metabolism slows down. Your food, your diet and availability, how your diet composition is, also affects your metabolism. Your xenobiotics would be like antibiotics or any drugs that we take. Okay, and environment, our surrounding environment affects it. Alright, so and our body is naturally designed to burn certain calories through physiological functions that it carries out, which is called basal metabolic rate or resting metabolic rate. Okay, so this happens by carrying out physiological functions like breathing, circulation, hormonal regulation, and then also like repairing of cells or growing of cells. These all requires calories, and so our body burns, even at rest, our body burns calories through resting metabolic rate. Alright, and so further, like even basal metabolic rate is affected by many factors. Like everyone's basal metabolic rate is different, which is based on your body composition. So more the muscle, higher the metabolic rate, because muscle is a very active tissue. Okay, so it burns more calories compared to fat tissue. Then second would be your gender. Males have higher muscle mass, and so their metabolic rate is higher compared to females. Then your age again affects your metabolism. Then food processing, like how your body digests food, how your body absorbs and assimilates food, also affects your metabolism. And the top thing is physical activity. So if you're more active, people who are typically more active have higher metabolic rate. And for example, it could be athletes who train like about 4 to 5 hours in a day, and their metabolism is way high than someone who doesn't train that much. Alright, so and again, one of the common belief among ourselves is that we tend to blame metabolism, like weight gain, on slow metabolism, which is not entirely true, because in rare cases it is true where there is an underlying medical condition such as hypothyroidism or metabolic syndrome or obesity or Cushing syndrome, where the metabolism is affected. It's slow due to the disease itself. Okay, and that in turn can lead to weight gain. But otherwise, the most common thing that affects metabolism is our diet, which in modern times is it is very energy dense, but it's not nutrient diverse. Like it lacks the variety which used to be there in traditional diets before. Okay, so diet and then physical inactivity, even hormonal imbalance, stress, all this affects your metabolism, and it can slow it down. Okay, which happens with obesity and metabolic syndromes as well. Okay, and so here's a simple chart. I'm going to explain you energy balance. Okay, which I use a lot with my clients so that they understand it easily. Okay, so this is a weight kind of energy balance chart. Okay, so when we consume calories, when they are equal to the calories burned, there is no change, means that we maintain the weight. Okay, I hope you're able to see clearly. Okay, and then when we consume more calories compared to what we burn, there is of course weight gain. All right, and then when calories burned are more compared to calories consumed, there is weight loss. So for someone who's focusing on weight loss, this is the ideal situation. For someone focusing on weight gain, this is the ideal situation. And for maintaining, you have to burn as much calories as you are consuming. Alright, so yeah, I thought this would be a good representation of how it works. Alright, so now coming to on another note, if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comment box below, and I would be happy to answer post this session. All right, so the most important thing is, like, now how do we improve our metabolism? How do we increase it? Okay, so number one thing to increase your metabolism is physical activity. Very, very important. Any form of physical activity, like 30 minutes of aerobic exercise, comprising, it could be swimming, it could be cycling, it could be walking or brisk walking. Anything would help you increase your metabolism by 30%. Okay, even playing any sport or gardening or housework can also count as little physical activity that would keep your metabolism high. And another form of exercise, that is strength training, which is very important to increase your metabolism, because strength train helps you gain muscle, and when you gain muscle, it is better at burning calories compared to fat tissue. Okay, so these are the three forms of like two forms, basically aerobic activity and strength training, which is very important for you to burn exercise sorry burn calories and increase your metabolism. All right, and okay, then that was one. Second point is sleep. A good night's sleep is very essential for your metabolism, and compared to like decades ago, adults and children used to sleep much more than we do now. Okay, there's a very clear evidence that long-term deprivation of sleep can lead to impaired metabolism, basically glucose metabolism, which basically it slows your metabolism down and leads to weight gain. Okay, so sleep is very essential. Make sure you guys find ways to relax and avoid gadgets. Avoid gadgets before you sleep. Yeah. And third point, let's come to third point. Third point would be crash dieting. So crash dieting is very unhealthy very unhealthy method to lose weight, because it slows down your metabolism. Okay, many diets lower the metabolism by breaking down muscle in your body, and in turn less muscle, less calorie burning, and slower the metabolism. So diets lower than 1000 to 1100 kilocalories are very unhealthy and should not be practiced for long term. Okay, and so your only rescue is like healthy eating. Forming healthy eating habits plus exercise is the only answer. There's no shortcut, guys. Sorry. And now let's come to the very interesting part of our session today, which is how to increase your metabolism with food. So yes, some foods do help increase your metabolism. They are not the answer to increase your metabolism, but they can boost your metabolism. Okay, along with healthy diet and exercise. All right, so First one in that is including protein in your diet. So, which is very simple. I hope you guys have guessed that increasing in like eating protein would increase your muscle, and increasing muscle would in turn lead to higher burning of calories, okay, which improves your metabolism. So protein, how much should you eat ideally? It depends on your body weight entirely. It depends on your activity level, and it also depends on like type of diet that you follow. Okay, so ideally there should be protein in each and every meal, so that it's consistent and it's not like focused on one meal and zero on other meal. Okay. Then also protein takes longer to digest and it burns more calories. So that there is another mechanism how taking protein burns more calories and leads to higher metabolic rate. Okay, then second would be I would say green tea. And yes, green tea has some benefits. They obviously it's very high in antioxidants, and there is some research that shows that green tea can boost your metabolic rate as well as. Uh, so having a cup of green tea once in a day can improve your glucose metabolism. Okay, then coffee. Third number is coffee. It improves your energy metabolism. Okay, but again black coffee here, not any other form of coffee. Okay, so black coffee in limited like amounts can increase your metabolic rate. It has also shown to improve exercise performance and athletic performance. Okay, so coffee is another. Then some spices like ginger, and capsaicin, then it's found in chili peppers. So this can increase your metabolic rate, which is because of certain spices in it. Certain active substances in it, which increases your metabolism rate. But this is very short term. Even with coffee, the increase in metabolic rate is short term. It's not long term. All right. And fifth is coconut oil. So coconut oil is high in medium chain triglycerides. This helps to increase your metabolic rate and energy expenditure. It is also shown to increase your fat burning. Okay, but this all you if you want to follow this, you have to do it with by consulting a dietitian who can properly guide you on how to do it. Okay, and then last would be water. Yes, surprising, but water does increase your metabolic rate. So how does it do that? By continuously, by having enough amount of water in a day, your body heats up. Ideally cold water helps to increase metabolic rate, so your body has to work harder to bring the water to normal temperature, and in turn that increases your metabolic rate. Okay, so let's summarize on one more thing. Like last but not least, supplements that claim to increase your metabolism are more hype than help. Okay, so they are not proven. The FDA regulation is really not so strict on supplements, so we cannot trust that completely. But if you want to, you have to do it with consulting a dietitian who knows more about supplements, which ones are safe to take. All right, so yeah, these are the foods that help you increase your metabolism. Okay, so to summarize, let's say what we talked about, how to increase your metabolism. First is physical activity. All right, second is sleep. So physical activity, 30 minutes of aerobic exercise or strength training that helps to increase your metabolism. Second is good night's sleep, at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay, third would be no crash dieting, instead forming healthy eating habits. Okay, and fourth would be including, sorry I missed it. There was no fourth, I guess. Fourth would be food. Okay, so increasing protein in your food, having green tea occasionally or coffee would help you increase your metabolism. Okay, then having coconut oil or what do you say? Sorry, coffee or spices would help you increase your metabolism. Okay, so these are the foods that help you. If you guys have any question, this is the time to shoot. Okay, I'm ready to answer those. So please post your questions in the comments below. I'm not able to see any comments. If you guys have any questions, please post on the comments so that I can answer it. Okay, I'm guessing there are no questions, and if I maybe I'm not able to see, I'm not sure, but if I happen to see post finishing the video, I'll answer later. Alright, okay, so that's it. I hope you guys learned something from the session, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye, take care.